Hey guys, I have a hair transformation scheduled for tomorrow. I'm gonna go in for a haircut that I've never had before, and I thought it'd be really fun to record this before and after because maybe some of you would also want to do it. I have very thick wavy hair. I've done a video on my YouTube channel of how I style my waves. You can check it out. It's like one of the most watched videos on this channel, which was a big shock to me. But for the most part, in the last year, I've just been blow drying my hair straight. I really love my waves, but they do tend to take a lot of time and care to maintain. And 2 years ago, I cut my hair to about this level. This is how I looked. I loved that haircut. I felt very powerful for whatever reason with that hair. It just made me feel so light and in control, and it's really interesting how our hair can influence our attitude and how we carry ourselves in the world. And after having my hair that short for a few months, I started really missing my long hair when it used to be like this. Very feminine, very soft, and I really wanted to get back to that length. It took me 2 years to grow my hair out this much, and now I'm conflicted. I don't know if I want to keep growing it up until this point to where they used to be, to where it used to be. In Russian, hair is plural, but in English it's singular, so sometimes I get confused. So yeah, I'm thinking, do I want to wait another couple of years for it to reach my lower back, or do I just want to get a very short cut again? Isn't it so fun that this is the dilemma I have in my life? Like, this is the biggest dilemma I have in the moment. Thank you, blessed. I wanted even shorter than last time. I want to do a bob, and I actually tried doing it in the fall when I went to see my hairdresser, and she was kind of hesitant to do it because she said I do have thick, wavy, frizzy hair, and it would not look the way it looks in these Pinterest photos, which I totally understand. So she just advised me to think on it, because at the time it felt like a very impulsive thought, like I just need to do it. And I appreciate that, you know? She encouraged me to take some time, and I have taken time. However, since I've already grown it out so long, why not play with it? You know what I mean? Why not experiment a little bit, try something I've never done before? And that is where the wolf cut came in. I was actually inspired by an influencer that I follow. I love her hair so much. Her name is Jihoon, and she said that it's called a wolf cut, and it just suits her face so beautifully, just always looks so good. And I was like, okay, but is there a wolf cut on long hair? So I started my research. This is the inspo that I found, and that is what I want to do. It also says that the wolf cut on long hair like looks good. If your hair is wavy or thick, it's not a problem. You can style it very easily. And that's what I'm going to attempt to create tomorrow. So I think it will probably be, wait, let me show you. So this is the hair that I have right now. Here's the length. It is pretty healthy. I'm taking good care of it. And I love that I've been able to grow it out so much. If you want me to share my tips and my hair care for hair growth, let me know and I'll film a video on that. What I've seen, the wolf cut will thin it out a little bit and add some layers. If I like it, great, I will wear it for a few months. If I don't like it, I will just go again in a week and cut it all off, and I'm so excited. Let's do it. So this is me explaining everything that I've already told you guys to my hairdresser. We were deciding on the length. I showed her the reference photos and just tried to depict the vibe that I was going for. She was also helping me decide if I want to cut bangs again or not, and if it would look good in the future when I cut my hair to a bob. I don't know, I just really trusted her. She cut my hair before, and it's always just a nice atmosphere whenever we work together. I was super chill. I was like, do what you think is best. But then it really hit me what I was doing when she cut my bangs. When I saw my hair falling to the ground, I realized that it took me years to grow it out, and if I don't like it, I can't just like go back immediately. Like, it will take time. My decision has consequences, and you can kind of see me computing that in my brain and just like breathing in and out to calm down. I told her that when I saw my reflection, it wasn't like really what I was expecting, but we were all hype and happy and it just looked cute. But then the next day came and it really sunk in. It is the next day. Yesterday, when I saw myself in the mirror with this haircut, I didn't really like it at first, but then when it all came together and the hairdresser was excited and I was excited, I was just like, I love it, this is great. And it was so fun to play with my hair because it just feels so much lighter. But as the day was nearing its end. And as I woke up in the morning and looked at myself, I don't know if I like it. Perhaps my brain is just processing this image. Perhaps I'm just very unused to it. Here's my after, guys. When I look at this, it just feels so like torn, you know, literally like somebody just took my hair and that's what I asked for, kind of, right? Right? This is what I asked for. I'm getting used to it, but it really made the notion sink in that what if I cut off all of the hair and I'm not gonna like it? It's really uncomfortable. Why am I getting upset over this? It's just hair. But you know, on a grander scheme, I'm fascinated by how hair shapes our image, and more importantly than that, our self-perception. I watched this video about the Avatar, like The Last Airbender, the original animated series, just not to confuse it with my name is Ong. Wait, at least once a year I watch this video called My Name is Ong from the first live adaptation of Avatar, and it's just chef's kiss. Anyways, it was an analysis of how hair transforms through the 3 seasons of the show and how the writers, they were able to capture character development in hair, and I thought it was fascinating. And it's definitely the same with people. I find if we add meaning, if we want to add meaning to our hairstyles and our choices, or perhaps when we don't make those choices, when we have to change our hair, how that affects our self-perception and also how it reflects the bigger changes that we're going through in life. With me, for instance, when I cut off my hair in 2022, my hair was reaching my lower back. It was extremely long. When I cut it off, it felt like such a relief. I wasn't just cutting off my hair, I was cutting off a lot of memories, pain, emotions, a lot of emotional baggage. That's how it felt for me. And I was able to enter a new life chapter. Not even enter a new life chapter, but just decide that this is a new life chapter. And the shorter hair made me look older. I didn't feel older, but people were telling me that whenever new people I was meeting, whenever they guessed my age, they would always say like 28, 29, 27. And as a 23-year-old, that was really weird to hear. So that was interesting how that changed the perception I was giving. With this, I don't know what I'm doing with this. It felt boring. I felt bored with my long, flat hair, and I wanted to add some fun into my hair and I guess into my life by proxy, and I did something very different, but I don't know why it's affecting me so much. Like, this is so uneven, it's stressing me out. That's what it is. It's just so uneven and random and spontaneous, and the more I look at it, the more it stresses me. Like, why aren't you symmetrical? Why aren't you logical? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, this is just, it's chaotic. And it's the randomness that makes me feel uncomfortable. Wow. I figured it out. Okay, see you in a couple days. Forget everything I said. You must forgive me. I'm sorry. Forget everything I said. This is the best. Look at me. Just look at me! I'm fine! Just look at this. Look at this hair. It's amazing. I'm so happy! This is actually day 2. So I washed and styled my hair yesterday, and this is still how it looks the next day, and this is just amazing. Let me tell you what happened. I guess you can't really see the final result after the hairdresser because you're not, like, that's not how your hair is gonna look day to day. They styled it professionally, and then you like figure out your own way. And so have I actually tried the curly girl method on this haircut, and it looked terrible. My phone keeps falling. Let's try this instead. I tried the curly girl method on this haircut and it was amazing. I think because there's less weight on my hair right now, there's less volume at the bottom, it's so much easier for the waves to just like hold on. It was amazing. I was speechless when I saw the final result, when my hair air dried and I could see like all the waves. I love it. And this, I just tried washing my hair and then styling it with an airbrush. Is that what it's called? Like the brush that's also a hair dryer. Guys. And apart from just how it looks, I feel like it looks so bouncy, so light. And when I'm walking, like, I'll show you the footage of me walking yesterday. after I had just styled it and I went out for my nail appointment, which by the way, this color is called lip gloss, and I think that's the perfect description. Anyways, when I was walking, I just felt bouncy, light. I'm obsessed. I feel like this is the best haircut for thick wavy hair in terms of styling it. Also, it's so much easier to wash it now. Like, you know what I mean, when the hair is just very heavy, I feel a big difference. I don't know if this is gonna be like my signature haircut. I feel like people get to have these like signature looks like Anna Wintour. I don't think she's changed like the hairstyle in like 30 years. I don't know if this is gonna be one of those, but I'm obsessed with it. And it was so uncomfortable at first, but now when I look at it, it's just so fun, and it has more personality. And also, guys, to update you on like life reflects, or no, hair reflects life changes and like how you feel. It's funny, it's impressive. After I got the haircut, I had started like meeting new people. I went out with my friend, like the only friend I have left in Moscow, and I started talking to some strangers, and they're so great, and they joined us, and we all had cherry beer. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. We had cherry beer. It was so much fun. We like walked around the city. It was amazing. And then a few days later, I started talking to a guy at a coffee shop who was sitting next to me. It was just amazing because not only because that guy turned out to be this amazing person, and we hung out a couple more times, like we're friends now, and he introduced me to his friends and they're great too, but also because he's an entrepreneur. Wait, where is it? He's an entrepreneur, and we talked about what he does, and he was like, do you know Hailey Bieber? I was like, personally, no, but yes, of course I know of Hailey Bieber. I really want to try out the Rhode products. He was like, well, funny you mentioned that, because we actually distribute Rhode products. That's what we do. That's like one of the businesses that he has. And then he's like, do you want a lip treatment? Like, I have a few left in stock. Do you want salted caramel? Do you want unscented? And when I heard salted caramel, I was like, salted caramel, period. Like, that's all I would want. And he's like, sure, let me just bring it to you. My apartment is right here. Like, he lives a minute away from the coffee shop. So he brought me, can I be a beauty vlogger for a second? He brought me this, and it smells amazing. Oh my god, every single time I put it on, just makes my day better, because it smells so good, and it reminds me of how I met Stas. Like, what a great person he is, and I met him after the haircut. Just like an energy shift, you know what I mean? Of all places in the world, I am in Moscow, where these things don't even sell. And when they do sell, the markup on them is actually quite impressive. It is like $60. This costs like $60 if you try to buy through like a buyer. Can you feel that? I just feel so different now. Yes, go get that haircut. Go get that haircut. Might feel uncomfortable at first when you're like getting used to it, but it just feels so good now. Last important piece of context is that I'm actually in the winter of my cycle right now. Like, this is the beginning of my cycle, and usually that's when I'm just like, you know, in bed, let me bleed in peace. I don't like how I look. I'm just like a little matte, which is fine, like, unsurprisingly, right? But I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hello? Just to give you a little after. If you guys want me to share the products that I use and how I do this, let me know. I would love to make another video on hair care. I'm just obsessed with it. It's been such an important, fun aspect of my life. Let me know if you want me to share the products that I use. They're very simple. Is this narcissism? Is this hair gonna make me a narcissist? Because I'm just so happy. I'm so grateful. Like, look, because there's not much volume here, this hair feels lighter to just be bouncy and voluminous here because nothing is weighing it down. Science. I feel like this is how you act after like a successful first date. You're just like hee 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 hoo hoo hoo. But no, that's just my haircut. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you like this? Would you do it for yourself? Like, do you want to try this haircut on yourself? Subscribe if you're new to this channel. Mwah! And I'll see you very soon.